What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to the channel. Today is Wednesday, which means it's a brand new comic book day. And I know today we're starting somewhere different. We're actually at the comic corner. I actually been at the house for a while. I went and picked up the books, but I feel like I've shown you the store quite a bit already. And this week was not a super big week for me in pickups. Most of my pickups were indie books. I only had two DC books, no Marvel books, and I just felt like let's try something different. So today we're gonna start here at the Comic Corner. All right, and we're gonna start with the first book coming from DC. We have Absolute Wonder Woman issue number 20. This is cover A. Kelly Thompson on the writing, and oh my god, let me tell you, she has been killing it with this Wonder Woman run. She definitely knows how to write a strong, badass female character, and Absolute Wonder Woman is that. You can definitely tell she cares about what she writes, and she makes her so, even though she's this big, badass Amazonian woman, she has a big heart, and you can definitely tell how much she cares for everything and everybody else around her. This book has been amazing. The story has been really good. And yeah, Satana came in not too long ago, and she's also been badass. So hopefully we get to see a little bit more of her in the run. So yeah, first book, Absolute Wonder Woman. I think this is a great pickup. If you like Wonder Woman, period, this is one you definitely have to be reading. All right, and we got book number 2 coming right up from Image Comics. We got Corpse Knight. This book, I have to say, it's really good. This was one of the ones that I got to read before starting the video. I got home, took a little bit of a break, and did some reading to catch up. Read this one. This book, from the first one, the first issue was amazing. This one took a little slow step, but not to say there was no action in here. This was action-packed and introduced some of the characters that we're going to see on in this story that might cause some problems to our main characters. I want to say her name is Fowl, I think it is, and her dad. Yeah, this was a good read. Definitely excited to see what issue 3 brings us. But yeah, we gotta say there's some trouble in the horizon. The art by Matthew Roberts in this issue was so cool. The way he draws the dad is so grotesque but so cool at the same time. And yeah, he has a pretty badass moment in this book. So we'll definitely recommend Corpse Knight issue 2 from Image Comics. Third book coming right up, again from Image Comics. Like I said, a lot of indie titles coming right up. Is Red Roots. This was another book that I got to read today before starting the video. Really like this book. It picks up right from the end of issue 1. And in here we get introduced to one of our main characters, which leads us into this new place where we're gonna find out what the Red Roots are and what the connection between the two main characters really is. Pretty gory, but pretty good. It keeps you intrigued because it stops it or it ends it in a cliffhanger. So very excited to see what Lorenzo De Felici does with issue 3. I'm very intrigued with this story right now. And yeah, I'm looking forward to what he does. My only complaint about this book was that it felt very short. It was just a setup book, but the setup feels like it's coming into something bigger and more action on its way. So yeah, very excited for this. So we'll see where Red Roots takes us and what the Red Roots are. And now we're coming into the last book that I picked up this week that I want to talk about. Nothing crazy. This is actually an older book, something from the back issues. This just got into the store not too long ago. My buddy let me know about it, and I told him that I was interested. So I was able to pick it up today. One of my favorite ongoings at the moment, something that I've talked about in the channel before, and it is Dork. This is Dork number 1, the first issue, first printing and cover A. When this book first came out, I was interested in it, but was not Didn't pick it up right away. I figured it was gonna sit on the wall for a little bit, so I figured I'll pick it up later. And to my surprise, by Friday, every copy was sold out. It was hard to find. Everybody went into a frenzy selling this book for on the secondhand market for crazy amounts of dollars. And yeah, I never got the chance to pick up a cover A of the first printing, and now I picked it up. My local shop had one come in as a trade, and like I said, my buddy Daryl was able to set me up right with it. It did have an issue in the back. It has a little bit of rub, so they gave me a good deal on it. And also, my local shop does a rewards program for where every $10 you spend, you get a back issue book back. And I have saved enough of those to where I was able to pick up this with those rewards. So very stoked about this. Very excited to have this in my collection. I wasn't able to get it like I said, but the one that I was able to get was cover B by Corona, and I actually have it on a comic capsule right here. And as I don't know if you can see, but there it is. I got it signed by Brett Bean at MegaCon when I went and met him a few months ago. I want to say it was like 3 months ago. So yeah, I have this cover, which is cover B, and then they also released this one, which I got on a Whatnot auction, and it is the Amazing Spider-Man 300 homage cover. Sorry for the glare, but as you can see, it came signed by him as well. He was at that show signing books and doing remarks. I was able to pick that one up, so I was very happy with that. I have those two issue one's first printing, and now finally we got to add cover A to the collection, so I'm very stoked about that. But yeah, those were all the books that I picked up that I wanted to show you guys. All right, and now that we talked about the books that I picked up this week, like I said, very light week, nothing crazy. I do want to try something out and give you guys my... I don't want to make it like a top 5, top 3 or something. Right now I have 3 books. But I want to try going forward, just giving you my top books, whatever I feel like the top books were that week. For this week, I got 3. So let's go through them really quickly. First book I got is Absolute Green Arrow, and this book was amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting much from it. I wasn't even excited about this book, but it definitely took me by surprise. I enjoyed it from start to finish. We follow Black Canary in this issue, and I feel like that's going to be the direction they're going to be going in, where we're going to follow 2 characters. We're going to follow Black Canary and obviously the Green Arrow, which we don't know who that person is. We have 3 characters that they pointed at potential characters for the Green Arrow mantle, but for now, we follow Black Canary and her point of view in this issue. I was very excited reading it. It was very good, action-packed, and yeah, it has a murder mystery to it. So yeah, very solid read. I was super excited about this one after I read it. So yeah, I can't wait to see what the team does with issue 2 and going forward with this one. So yeah, Absolute Green Arrow. Definitely a thumbs up on that one. Second book I want to talk about from Image Comics is Off the Earth. Picked this one up last week, not knowing much about it. After I read it, I really enjoyed the art style on it. It gave you this eerie vibe, very uncomfortable vibes. You don't know what could happen. And the story kind of throws a little bit of, or not just one, it throws a few curveballs at you, trying to keep you on your toes while reading the book. Definitely really enjoyed it. You follow, I can't remember her name, but you follow this girl moving away from where she has, created a life with a partner, running away from them while also knowing that she took something from that partner. We go to her hometown where she grew up with her grandma, but for some reason, grandma is going through something, and we don't know what that is. but that's where the book ended. It was very eerie, very horror vibes to it. Very good read, very enjoyable. Really excited to see what the team does with issue 2 and so, and going forward with the run again. Yeah, very fun read. Off the Earth. If you guys like eerie books and suspenseful books, definitely one to look out for. And lastly, this one has to definitely be my favorite book of the week. I was telling my girlfriend about it. I showed her a few panels of it. Definitely something that once I finished reading it, I kept thinking about, because it was one of those books that kind of takes you by surprise, and yeah, I personally loved it. So from Tiny Onion and Image Comics, it's Odin. The creative team did a phenomenal job with this book. You follow Adele, a journalist going undercover and trying to fit in with this radical group. It plays on some taboos that, are kind of current things happening. But yeah, man, this took me, the ending of this took me by surprise. I was not expecting it. Towards the end, you get a little bit of horror aspect or vibes to it. Throughout the story, you get like this thriller vibe to it. Yeah, no, this was really good. Odin by Image Comics, definitely my book of the week. Definitely gotta say that I really enjoyed this one. So yeah, yeah, Image Comics killing it, man. They really been putting some good stuff out. But yeah, those are the top 3 books of this week that I read. Like I said, want to try something different. I might not always do 3. I might do 2. Might just do 1. Just want to try it out. Vibe out and see what comes with it. But yeah, those were the books of the week. All right, guys. And with that, we're going to close up the video. Thank you so much for sitting down with me and listen to me talk about comics. If you guys like the video, please drop a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Tell me if you're reading any of the books that I showcased today, any of the ones that I showcased from last week. Let me know if you are enjoying any of the series I talked about, or if you haven't read any of these and you're reading something that you think I should talk about or check out, please leave it down below so that I can check it out. If you guys like the content, please subscribe. It means the world to me. We're growing slowly but surely, but thanks to you guys, we're reaching the goals. All right. And with that, it's been KFC Trades. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.